Hi everybody, I'm back with more of my Fleatale finds. So I went and I purchased from one of my friends, someone who holds the jewelry for me, 175 pounds of jewelry. This is just some of it, these two boxes. There were so many bags. I spent hours and hours and just loved looking at every single piece. So what I did was I separated into, as I've done in my other videos, into jewelry that I can bring to the flea market and sell for just $2, $3, $4. And then I have these craft bags. So the craft bags are made of things where it's missing maybe a clasp or a few rhinestones or needs to be hooked back together. Great jewelry, and these I sell by the bag. I sell them for about $25 a bag. And then these, as I mentioned before, and I have other boxes in the other room, I sell them for a few dollars a piece. Then what I do is I take the bags and I empty them and I go through all of the individual pieces. So I separate them by what I'm going to sell for more money at the flea market. And this is the silver and gold group. And then this is just an entire collection that I'm putting together for someone to purchase. So, and I pulled out rhinestones because I'm also going to sell that as an entire collection. So these are pieces that I am going to sell as a collection. This is by a company called Eros. Not that incredibly familiar with it, but it has a very interesting look. This reminds me sort of the designer, clothing designer, artist, Erte. It just has to me, the look of one of his works of art. Then I have this piece, which is not Miriam Haskell, but has a Haskell sort of feel to it. A vintage locket. This is sort of a bypass clasp bracelet with some nice stones on it. This is newer. This is Brighton jewelry. They sell these at the malls. Cute little enamel rooster pin. This is actually by Napier. I don't think that they're glass though. They're faceted, but not glass. Military pin. Chandelier, sparkly chandelier earrings. This sort of has the look of a Victorian pin, but it isn't. This is the King of Rock, Elvis Presley. This is called a spinner, and the reason why is because it spins. And there's Elvis. Here's a nice piece, again, newer. This is a bib necklace. It's by Ralph Lauren. Looks really nice on. And here's a piece by Cookie Lee. And so, so you see the pieces that are here. They're, and I would ask more than just a few dollars for them so they don't go into the other bags. Oh, here's another nice, almost looks like a Peking glass. It isn't, but it's a vintage green glass. Has a really nice look. Interesting bracelet. And then these are by Listener. So I separate these out and then I put them into a collection and they're sold as the entire group. Then I have my better pieces over here that I ask more for. So these are jade. The thing about jade is that there are so many different types. It's almost as though everything is a specialty in jewelry. And These are nice. They're graduated. They're cool to the touch. Really nice. There's so much to know about jade. Books are written about it and lectures, and there's imperial jade, which is some of the best jade. There's mutton fat jade, which this sort of has a feel of, so I have to check a little bit more into this. Then this is a micro mosaic. It's a really nice one. It's an older one. There are ones that are newer. This one has that great vintage appeal look to it. And these little pieces are called tesserae, the little glass pieces. Then here is a sterling vintage Chinese export carved jade pair of earrings. Then I have this, which is not that old, but by the Montana silversmiths. It's not actually silver, but it has the look of it and very interesting design in it. Then I have these earrings, which are by Lois Ann. Again, they kind of have that Haskell sort of feel to them. Haskell, Stanley Hagler, but they're by Lois Ann. Here is a piece that's very interesting. It's done by the Alva Museum Replicas. Just, again, has a really nice look. Almost like a piece of artwork, but it's a pendant. I have these Bakelite, great color orange, like pretty much almost my favorite color. Then this is Trifari. So this is actually a newer Trifari pin. I would show you the signature on it, but it's sort of difficult for my camera to capture it. Has rhinestones. It's newer, but it's Trifari. Trifari has gone through many different changes and owned by different companies. And this is, although no longer in business, one of their relatively newer pieces. This is actually Swarovski with the swan signature, a strawberry, crystal faceted strawberry. Then these are by Jay Strongwater. He does a lot of this look, the enameling on metal. He does frames and home accessories. They sell in stores like Neiman Marcus. He makes a lot of things, and they're very expensive. Then this ring, which is really belongs with the silver, this is by Elsa Peretti for Tiffany. So it's a sterling silver ring, and it had a diamond in the center. But this ring is, it seems as though there's a little crack in it, and someone had taken the diamond out. But I'm still going to try to sell it as it is. Maybe someone can replace the diamond. Then rings like this are almost sort of like a, I don't know if you could really say a Victorian revival, but nice detail work, a glass cabochon, and they're usually made in West Germany or Czechoslovakia. Then here's a wonderful rhinestone cabochon pin, just absolutely lovely. That's the sort of, I guess, pot metal back, and wonderful square cut stones. And this was made probably, I would say, in the 20s or 30s. A pine cone copper bracelet made by a person whose last name is Nye, N-Y-E. And again, it's sort of hard to zero in on the signature. And then these two vintage buttons. And look at how adorable this button is. Well, I mean, I don't like that the cat's going after a bird, but the detail on it is really, really nice. And then I'm here with my silver jewelry. And again, this all came out of the 175 pounds of jewelry. So I paid a little over $500 for everything. Now, I have taken out some of the gold already, which came out to, after weighing it, it came out to about $265. So I have a little bit more gold that is not here. I'm going to try to sell that and then sell these better pieces, my collection, and then here's my sterling. So these are by a company called Fleatale, as well as this, which is called a bubble necklace. I can understand why. And then I have this, which is also, it's like a mother of pearl and agate and sterling silver, and that's also by Fleatale. Then this is like needs a small repair, but this is like a vintage coin bracelet, very popular. I got this sterling silver heavy bypass bracelet, and they call it bypass because the arms bypass each other. Then I got this nice heavy sterling bangle bracelet. I got this piece, which is sterling silver. It's actually from the Metropolitan Museum of Art. I guess you would put a cord in here and wear it as a pendant. I got this filigree guitar pin. This nice sterling band. I thought that this was Elsa Peretti. It isn't, and it's actually missing its clasp, but it's sterling and just has a really nice look to it. Then I got this, which is a liquid silver bracelet, and this necklace, which is liquid silver. I got this pendant, this religious pendant, which the work is just wonderful on it. Or I'm sorry, it's not a pendant, it's a pin, or I suppose you could even leave it on display. Just wonderful. I got also this Tiffany and Company blue enamel, Tiffany blue enamel, sterling silver charm. I got this nice, this wonderfully detailed cross with gold embellishments. I got this nice glass ring, and this ring, and these sort of dimorphic, very interesting, dimensional, modernist clip back earrings. And I got these, which are also sort of modernist, brutalist looking, and these are sterling silver. And these clip back earrings. Oh, and I got these, which are Native American, and they're signed skeet. Again, it's sort of difficult to show you the signature. I haven't figured out how to zoom in on it yet. But they're 14 karat gold and sterling silver. And then I'm going to just empty the rhinestones just to show you all of the rhinestone pieces that were in here. So something, this crescent, and this lovely piece, and this, and this, and now some of these pieces are newer than others. Like this is actually on the stretch cord, so right away that makes it like it was made, within the last few years. But I just thought that was made so well, and these are actually crystal. I mean, I just thought that was amazing, so I'm including that. These are also newer clip back earrings. Here's a nice sparkly collar necklace. Again, newer, but still crystal. Then there's, what else is there? There's this lovely piece. Again, newer. Okay, so this is an older piece of jewelry. And this is glass, and probably from the 50s, I would say, 1950s, with these rondelles in the center. Older rhinestone pin. Oh, here's an older piece. This is really nice. Again, probably made in the 50s sometime. You know, the older pieces are sort of a better quality, a nicer sparkle. Perhaps there's more lead in the stones. Just really, really nice. And let's see, here also, just a lovely, lovely piece of jewelry. I hope that you've enjoyed watching my video and that you've learned something from it. And I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Thank you.